the large majority of young population certainly calls for a focus on skill development. But how are we planning to get there? On Education Dialogues today, I have with me Mr. Atul Bhatnagar, COO, NSDC. Sir, NSDC aims to empower India's young, train them, provide them the kind of skills that they need. But as a nation, what are some of the challenges that we still face today?
Okay, I think the major challenge that we face is skilling requires the same respect as education. So skill development, we are talking of short-term courses. We're talking 1 month, 3 months, 6 month courses aligned to a job role, and the job role is the requirement of the industry. Now, the mindset still very much on education. Unless you have spent some 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you got your diploma or degree, you're kind of in it for your lifetime.
Yes.
So how can this short-term course get you a job, and how can that long-term course not suffice the current requirement of India? And that's where the major mindset change has to happen. So because it doesn't have the respect, people are not ready to pay for it.
Yeah.
So that comes to the second part. Look, why should I pay for the short-term course? What will happen after this? Yeah, what is the benefit I get for it? Third was the certification or the kind of recognition I get on doing this course, which was not recognized by a wide set of people. Having said that, a very major change that has happened is now in the last 3 weeks that recognition has come. So it's the sector skill councils which have been appointed for various sectors. The certificate that they give out is now recognized by the industry and will be recognized by the employers and the ecosystem at large. So that is a very big change that's happening. So in order to make that challenge into an opportunity, one opportunity has already come in. How do we widespread this knowledge about skill development and this certification that's coming through?
So the key really is to bring skills and education together. How would you suggest that educational institutes across the nation adapt to this?
Yeah, look, in 10 states, around 1,200 schools have already started skill development from grade 9 onwards. So 9, 10th, 11th, 12th, when the person comes out from class 12, the student will have a skill development certificate. So in order to just increase its popularity, that we are now saying, can you recognize that skill development for whichever trade you're talking of as one of the subjects? So you can take your regular subjects, whether it's arts or sciences or commerce, whichever, but let's say the 5th or the 6th subject can be a skill development. Second, we have to now popularize this NSQF, National Skill Qualification Framework, which means that there can be an interoperability between the education system and the skill development system. So you don't have to become a degree holder only by going through the educational stream. You can start off in the skill development stream, and maybe a machinist who has got some 20 years of experience, I'm just one example, you can do it in 10 years also, might become a diploma in machine designer.
So how's actually the government helping in creating awareness about skill development? There's a new ministry, there's a focus on skill development, entrepreneurship. How do you think that's going to raise more awareness about skill development in India?
One, I'm thankful that the Prime Minister himself has recognized the skill development. So when he talks about it, people listen and people realize the importance. So I think the respect part gets very much taken care of when the Prime Minister says skill development is one of the need of the hour. Then you've got a separate ministry for skill development and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
And the helm of it is Honorable Minister, Mr. Rajiv Pratap Rudy, very dynamic person who himself wants to take this forward, and he's moving very fast on this. Then comes to look, how do we increase the wide reach of skill development? What will it lead to? So these national missions like Make in India, Swachh Bharat, Digital India, all of them skill development is at the center.
Yeah.
If you don't have the skilled workforce, you cannot realize those missions. So let's talk of Make in India. If there are some 25 sectors in Make in India which are supposed to grow at various rates, what do those sectors require? How much of machinists, how much of helpers, how much of carpenters, and how much of welders, how much of technicians, how much of research scientists, all of that. And what is the skill required to become that? So suddenly it's opened up a whole new vista in front of the youth.
Are there any particular areas that are being targeted for creating more jobs in skill development?
Look, I would not point out one or two, but I would say manufacturing needs a lot more help in terms of skilled manpower. Yeah. And India, unless it has a manufacturing base, it will not be able to realize those high levels of growth and get into the 8, 9, 10% kind of economic growth. So we have become more of a service industry, which is well and good, very fantastic, but now we need to make our manufacturing base stronger. So, and in manufacturing, we have to make people aspirational for manufacturing. Even the high-end manufacturing, why not robotics? I mean, the Germans can come and make robot shops here, and Indians can provide the skilled manpower for that, and that can be a win-win game.
NSDC aims to train over 15 crore people over the next 8 to 10 years. Would you say we're sort of on the right track?
Yeah, we are moving ahead. We had a 10-year plan, and I'm very happy to say that we have met our target for the first 4 years, year on year, every year. So last year's target was 3.3 million. This year's target is 6 million. Next year's target is 9.6. Year after that is 12.4. It's rapidly and very scaling up. Now, all I can say is, look, it took us some 3 years to do the first million. It took us 3 months to do the next million. Now we are doing 1 million a week literally over a period of time. Wow. So that's how fast we have to scale up. But having achieved in the past and the way we are going and keeping to our targets and the game plan, I'm very confident we can do it.
That was great. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for talking to us.